Good evening, good evening. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. I'm your host, Bobby, and tonight we are doing Europa League and Europa Conference League updates. I will be watching Silkeborg versus West Ham. That is my main game, but I will be trying to keep you up to date with all the scores as quick as I possibly can. It's going to be tricky, but I'm going to try and do it. Let's get into the games that have already happened. First game that's happened was FC Sheriff 0, Manchester United 2, Sancho and Ronaldo with the goals, Sociedad 2, um, Ammonia Nicosia. Sorry if I've butchered your name there, guys. I do apologise. So we had Guevara with the first goal for Sociedad, Bruno with an equaliser, and then Sorloth. Oh, crikey, that's a name I haven't seen for a while. Sorloth, ex-Crystal Palace striker, scoring a winner there. Then we go into Midtjylland, 5, Lazio 1. That was a bit of a shocking result, isn't it? Paulino, Kaba, Evander, Isaacson and Sviatchenko for Midtjylland and Milinkovic Savic for Lazio. Then the Feyenoord game was 6-0. Feyenoord against Sturm Graz. It's just having fun with the names for me here. Jahan Bakshish, Hanko, Danilo, Johan Baksh with a second for himself. Jimenez and Idrissi making it 6. And we've also got Olympiacos 0, Freiburg 3. We've got Hoffler, Gregorich, and Gregorich again, making it 3-0 to Freiburg. Karabag 3, Nantes 0. So you've got Kwabina, Zubir and Yankovic for Karabag. And for me, it's a bit hard to take. Monaco lost 1-0 at home to Feroci. I do know them, I just can't say their names. Who got the goal there? It was Vexai. Then we got Trampensport 2, Savina Zvezda. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, come up with these new names now. Hamzik with a goal. Trezeguet and Nikolic got a goal back. So now we're going to the Conference League. AZ Alkmaar 4, Vaduz 1. Let's see who got the goals there. Barassi, Bukima, Sugawara, and DeWitt. And Guzla got a goal for Vaduz. And we got Limassol 1, the Dnipro 3. Who got the goals here? We've got Pitas with the goal for Limassol, Rubajensky and Dvojevic with 2 for Dnipro. I never know how to say their names. All I know is we bought Freddie Lundberg from them. Jagardens 3, Molde 2. It was Fana for Molde and Brevik, and Dumboya and Banda and Azoro for Jargins. Then it was Ghent 3, Shamrock Rovers 0. And we had Kuipers, Odzija Ofo with 2 for Ghent. Then we had Cluj 0, Sifaspor 1. Let's have a look. Who got the goal? Max Gradle. Okay. Yeah, we know him from the EPL. And it was Slavia Prague 3, Balkani 2. Let's have a look who got the goals. It was Krasniki and Krinika for Balkani, and Fashiri, Olyanika, and Masopust with the winner there. They're just testing me here, aren't they? They're just testing me, and I'm failing miserably. Last two games, VK Zalgiris 0, Basel 1. Who got the goal? It was Sakiri. And then, oh, you are kidding me. Punic Yerevan 2, Slovan Bratislava 0. And it was Otubanjo and Dashan, the goals for Punic Yerevan. Okay, so let's get into the game I'm covering tonight, which is West Ham. If I can find them, where have they gone? There they go. Okay, so we've got lineups for Silkeborg, Larson in goal, Son, Salquist, Felix, Engel, Klinge, Brink, Bordarson, Tenkstedt, Kusk, and Helenius. Why do I know that guy? I know that name. It's going to bug me now. And for West Ham, we've got Areola, Cresswell, Kira, Dawson, Sufal, Cornet, Lanzini, Declan Rice, Emerson, Skamaka, and Paqueta for West Ham. Interesting lineups, I have to say. Let's see if there's any decent game, to be honest. I haven't got the headphone in, and it is Fabio Verissimo of Portugal is the referee tonight. So yeah, it'll be an interesting game, this one. Onesie happy because Man United have won. Nice easy win, yeah. So I heard it was very easy. And big up to you, Muns, as well. My name is actually Bobby. It's just Munsey just likes to call me Barry. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I am going to cover this game and update as quick as I possibly can on the other games. It's going to be tricky. Can't lie. It will be tricky. But I'm going to try. Let's have a look. I don't think the TV are going to update any games for me whatsoever. So it's going to be a case of I have to keep checking stuff. See if I can get it. Live scores, that's what I want. See if that works. We'll see if that works, so mate. Yeah, I've had my haircut, mate. It's Barry, isn't it? No, it's I love you, Muns. I've got the Roma game on. Yeah, you've got the Roma game on. I have got Silkeborg versus West Ham, mainly because it's the British club. It's pretty much why I've chosen this one. So, we'll wait and see what happens. They have got to play on a 3G pitch, which is not for everybody, has to be said. I remember having to train on one. It wasn't very nice. But yeah, big up to everyone. I'll update as quick as I can. I'll keep an eye on that. I have kicked off. It's 29 seconds in. So we'll have to wait and see what happens now. West Ham passing it around nice and calmly at the moment. which is nice. The Paqueta and Scamacca link-up's going to be interesting. I think this is his first proper start for West Ham as well. So, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest. So I'll just move my mic a bit closer. So if I can't hear myself, I'm not sure if you guys can. West Ham are literally just passing around so calmly right now. It's mad. West Ham are literally. I think Silkeborg are actually kind of pressing West Ham, letting them have the ball, but then pressing them when it's the right time. Cornet fouled there. I'm sure the referee's playing on. Whipped in cross there. Easily collected by the goalkeeper. Looks quite a nice stadium, to be fair, Silkeborg. Looks quite nice. Silkeborg have just got the possession at the moment. See if there's any goals. See if, to be honest, see if this is even working. It might be, it might not be. We'll have a look. We'll keep an eye on that because hopefully that will work and hopefully it will tell me if there's been a goal or not. But West Ham are on the attack at the moment. Rice. Corner to West Ham. It's not played at a very fast pace, I have to say. So it's going to be a corner to West Ham. Kent Nielsen is the coach of Silkeborg. Looks very relaxed, I have to say. Looks very relaxed. Awful corner. And here comes Silkeborg. Got a chance to go on an attack. Let's see if there's any players of Silkeborg that are going to cause them any issues. Hellenius rings a bell. And normally if they ring a bell, that means I've been impressed with them at some point. I can't think who he's from now, that's the problem. But big up to everyone that's here. Like and subscribe if you're new. Stroke the like button if you'd like to. That'd be really nice of you. Thank you very much. The Silkeborg's trying to build an attack here. I'm pretty sure Kira's had a bit of a nightmare start to West Ham, hasn't he? I think, as far as I'm aware. There comes Silkeborg. Oh, beautiful. It's a goal. Wow. Was not expecting that at all. So goal to Silkeborg. Let's have a look. No. I'm guessing Areola was blocked or his sight was blocked there because I don't see what. And there has been a goal in Malmo, for Malmo against Union St. Gilloise. Cisse with the goal for Malmo. So Kusk with the goal. I think that's what it was. There was Greg Dawson got pulled in to to tackle one of their players, and that's how they managed to build an attack. It was quite a sensible attack, to be honest. It wasn't all in, it wasn't all in, and they were just all gunging forward. They were sensible about that. They were sensible, and I quite liked it. I don't know if Ariola's view was blocked or anything. I'm not sure, but it was. It's really not a great start for West Ham, and to be fair, this is not going to be an easy place to go. Um, it's a 3G pitch. The Premier League players are well known for not liking to play on it, but it is what it is. I think they need to kind of realise that they're not special. They should be able to play on anything. And Mun's changed over to the West Ham game now, just before they scored. Well, that's good timing then, mate. AEK Larnaca has also scored. GYURCSO has scored. Jerusco? Oh, I don't know. So they're one up against Dynamo Kiev at the moment. So Malmo are one up. AEK Larnaca are one up. This goal hasn't come up for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. I'll let you say it. I'm not saying it. There's never going to hear me say that, mate. Never. I don't think West Ham need to panic just as yet, but they need to be able to build a decent attack and threaten them. Now, their passing isn't going to array, which is normally the problem with 3G pitches. The passing's going fine. Tackles are going fine. What's normally an issue with 3G pitch is the passing and the tackling. That all seems fine. So they're not going to have much of an excuse if they lose this. Here comes Cornet, whipped in cross. Oh, and Emerson of all people was on the end of it, but literally no power behind that header whatsoever. Absolutely pointless. Don't know why it was up there, to be honest. So actually, yeah, because they've got Cresswell and Emerson in the same team, so they've kind of got a left wing back, haven't they? Because Emerson's not a left midfielder. See, this is okay. So their formation is a 5 at the back. So Cresswell's a left centre back. Dawson is the centre back. Kehrer is the right centre back, and Safau is obviously the right wing back. So it's 5. It's 5 at the back when Silkeborg are going on an attack. These passes are just. Oh my word! I need a second there for Silkeborg. Their passing is just beautiful. Yeah, Mons. I've just literally just heard it actually that ticket. I think that's brilliant. That's fantastic. I bet they wouldn't do that in the UK. Cornet is so cheap as well. It's not just good signing; it's also cheap signing. Cost next to nothing really. Yeah, nearly another one there. West Ham need to be really careful. You don't want to be 2-0 down. 1-0 is not too bad. You can live with that. Is this thing going to work on me? It's not working, is it? Looks it. Oh, Cornet's calling for a penalty there. Oh, he's given a penalty. He has given a penalty. That is soft. It's a penalty to West Ham. I have to say that's soft. And it's a yellow card as well. Salquist with the foul on Cornet. There is no VAR, so they can't. Whoa, that is soft. If it's a slight push, that's. Oh my word! If they're given in the Premier League, my word. Imagine those being given in the Premier League. They begin every single game. That's soft. That is one very soft penalty. So it's going to be Lanzini stepping up to take it. So is it going to be 1-1? Lanzini with the goal. So it is now Silkeborg 1, West Ham 1. Just make sure this all looks right. So that is now 1-1. What do I make of the England team? Absolute ridiculous. I'll be perfectly honest. The thing with Sancho is the only person I could take out of there. It's probably two. Probably two I could take out. Grealish and Bowen. Bowen's not had the greatest season. And for me, it should be on form as well as how good the player actually is. If the player's good, but the form's bad, then they shouldn't be there. If they've got good form, but the player's not well known for being good, you could probably pick him. But the form is essential for me. Bowen's not had a good start. I would have taken him out personally. You would have taken Mount out. Okay, maybe. But to be fair, there's probably a lot that we could probably take out. I don't agree with Shaw, and I know you're a United fan, but I don't agree with Shaw. I would have had Tyreek Mitchell, Rico Henry. There's better left backs this season than him personally. I wouldn't even pick Chilwell, to be honest. It's mad, but yeah, as Munsey says there, it's 1-1. 14 minutes gone, 1-1. Picked a good game for once, which is nice. It's unusual to have a good game. But Silkeborg's passing is immaculate, I have to say. There's not much wrong with their passing. Foul by Lanzini on Fordarson there. See if there's any more updates and scores. Not as yet. FC Köln are 1-0 up against FC Slovako, and Nice have scored against Partizan. Let's see who scored the Nice goal. Joe Bryan. Yeah, Joe Bryan. Okay. So, there's been a sending off for HJK Helsinki as well. But that app is not working, so I can't use that because that thing is just. Yeah, he shouldn't be in there. You don't get many. Funny, very funny. I will tomorrow. I've got Arsenal women against Brighton women tomorrow. That would be a good game. But as you can tell, Munsey's a United fan. I'm an Arsenal fan. And yeah, he likes to have a little dig especially when his United have won. We won't talk about F1 or NFL. To be fair, I don't even know if Buccaneers won that weekend. I can't remember. Um, I haven't got a clue. So much happens, I just forget loads of stuff. um, but yeah, I told you Man United will be fine. They will be fine. They probably won't have the best of seasons, but they'll be fine. You know, I think I'll be shocked if they don't finish in the top five at least. I think they can do okay. I think keeping Ronaldo, as much as a lot of people probably think that's mad, I think they kept Ronaldo. That's all right. If you'd sold Ronaldo or let him go, you would have had to sign a striker of some sort. Um, so yeah, I think it'll be fine. Ten Hag is going to get the best out of them, and that's the main thing. And then I think whatever might happen this season, just watch out. Things might develop. Who knows? 17 minutes gone. 1-1. Decent game. Silkbug's passing is pretty perfect, to be honest. And West Ham aren't struggling passing wise, which is one of the problems with 3G pitches normally is their passing. But they're doing all right. I don't see the problem with it. The only thing I didn't like on 3G was the tackles. It's a little bit odd, I have to say. But West Ham's passing it around now themselves, which is nice. Let's just check on the scores. Let's see if there's any more. Hopefully these are all updating as they go. Yes, Central Ruiz have equalised against Malmo. That is a new score as it stands. So I will keep an eye on all the scores as and when I can. Obviously, when the 2 attempts each. I think the pitch looks fine because they're talking about the pitch. I think it looks fine. I think with the ground passing, it looks really good. Obviously, we haven't seen the Opta Nova yet. That is where the ball differs on grass, but I don't see a problem with this pitch at all. To be honest, from what I can see, it looks fine. Silkball's passing is just wow. Obviously, you can tell this is their home, and they obviously know how to deal with it. I like the fact Silkberg are not just sitting back and just go attack us. They're actually giving it a go, which I quite like. I quite like that. That's pretty good. Silkberg just trying to build an attack over on the left right now. That's one of the first passes I've actually seen that was wasteful. Silkberg go back here, They're a very good passing team, I have to say. And they make space for each other. They've got some really good intricate. Oh my word! Kuss with a second, nearly with a second there. Got a deflected for a corner. The way that Silkeborg are passing though is just beautiful. I don't know if that would have gone on target or not, but deflected. But Silkeborg with the corner. West Ham just got it cleared. And now Silkeborg are back with the. Hey, Hannah, hope you're doing well, mate. What's happened to the other channel? I've just been busy on this one, mate, to be honest. I've just been busy. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm doing other streams and I just haven't got time, sadly. Busy, busy, busy. I know, busy, busy, busy. I wish I had more time, I just don't have the time. I hope you're doing well, Hanno. Foul here. And it's a yellow card for Klinge. Or Klinger. They're going to call it Klinger. I'll call it Klinge, to be honest, but there we go. Looks like Klinge to me. West Ham got the ball at the moment, 22 minutes in. 1-1. Good game, to be honest. It's not awful. Be interesting to see the possession stats for this game, actually. Because I wouldn't say it's fully West Ham. I think Silkeborg have had decent possession, decent chances. You know, good closing down there by Emerson. But it went out. Oh, it was Skamaka. Oh, crikey. He's pretty fast, you know, Skamaka, for a tall guy. I watched a lot of him, the Italian, and I'm like, he's alright. I think he just needs to improve on the finishing part of him. I think his movement is pretty good. He can head the ball, but it's a bit soft sometimes. But I think if he improves on his attacking game, he'll be a very good striker, I reckon. And it's very rare that we get Italians in our league, especially Italians that do well. We've had Zola, Ravanelli, Tubacchio. You know, we've had a few, but we've also had a few flops. The Italians don't seem to like leaving their league, do they? It's a bit weird. Whilst West Ham are passing it around, I'll see if there's any goals in any of the games. Nope. It's all the same. So after 24 minutes gone, there's not many goals in the games as of yet. I'm sure that will change. Here's Emerson with the ball here, going down the left. Good cross, but well defended by Silkeborg there. Oh, that was silly from Silkeborg. Cornet, Skamaka. What a strike that is. That is how you score a goal. Double M or 2-1M, I don't know. It's 1M. Never 100% sure. So there we go. It's now 2-1 to West Ham. Skamaka, but to be fair, that was all Silkeborg's fault. Where I was saying that their passing was sublime and it was going to who they were targeting. They made an error at the back. Skamaka, West Ham took advantage of it. Skamaka with one heck of a hit. which is what I said. He just needs to learn. If he can improve that of his game, he will be a decent striker in the Premier League. Mark my words. Here comes Cornet. Oh, flags up anyway. Offside. Good play there by West Ham, though. But with no VAR, it is what the referee decides. Oh, he's actually onside as well. This is why we have VAR, people. That would have been given as a goal if they scored it. Now Silkeborg just passing it around. West Ham are doing a quite a good press there, though. Here comes West Ham with a very good attack here. Lanzini to Paqueta to Lanzini, but I think the flag's up though. But there's no VAR, so they're not going to check it anyway. So I think he was offside though. Just let's just check the goals. Oh, there has been goals. Dynamo Kiev now 1-1 with Aiki Larnaca. Fenerbahce have got a goal against Rennes. Betis have scored against Ludogorets. Saint Gilles are now 2-1 up against Malmo. Villarreal have scored against Hapoel Beersheva. Lech Poznan are now 1 up against Austria Vienna. So I think the less said about that shot from Kusk, the better. He's definitely had 2 better shots this evening than that one. That was awful. Not much has happened there. It was a big collection of players just gathering up and falling into each other there. So Cornet's down at the moment. Oh, he stood on his inner thigh. Accidentally, obviously, but painful. Yeah, it was a great strike by Scamacca, I have to say. That's what I've been saying about him. He just needs, if he can improve his finishing, which is the only bit I didn't see much of, where I was convinced by him. His movement, his work rate is really good, but his finishing wasn't the greatest. But that was a great finish by Scamacca for that second goal for West Ham. Really good goal. Oh, here comes Silkeborg. Sorry, they were showing the replay, so I didn't know what was going on. I think it's got for a goal kick now. They seriously got a corner? Okay. There's no way that's a corner. That came off the Silkeborg player. Anyway, corner to Silkeborg. They are the ones that I think there'll be goal. Oh, but it's a foul. Foul on the goalkeeper. Not convinced by that. But yeah, currently I've got them as fourth. I, they are one of those teams that I think could quite easily sneak out or drop into fifth, and that's where I think Man United might, could surprise people if Ten Hag can get the best out of Man United at Premier League level. I think he quite easily could sneak fourth from Liverpool, which will obviously please United fans desperately. But I'm not convinced by Liverpool at all, and there's nothing they can do about it, really. FSG would have to be forced to buy players in January, but January's a long way away, and yeah, I don't think they will. I think they might struggle. Um, Chelsea could be the other team. This could be an interesting season, top six wise. We might have a top six where there might be a few newcomers just for this season, but there might be some newcomers to top six this year. Don't be surprised because there's a couple of really bad teams, like really bad at the moment, that shouldn't be really bad. Chelsea are one of them, Liverpool's another. Here comes Declan Rice, Cresswell, Dawson, Maka, wasted pass there, trying to be clever. Oh, but Silkeborg have lost it again. They should not be losing the ball here. But then if West Ham just do that, not a problem. Bacchetta was not looking impressive there, I have to say. 33 minutes gone. Probably a good time to check the scores. Um, Austria Vienna have equalised against who are they playing? Lech Poznan. The St. Luis goal was ruled out, so it's still just 1-1. And there is no more goals to speak of after 34 minutes. Bit quiet, I have to say, apart from my game. I have the bet of the game, which is always nice. Here comes Silk Ball. They're trying to build another attack. They can get their passing right. They're a team to worry about, to be honest. Their passing was really good the first 10, 15 minutes. It's just gone a little bit skew since the second goal went in. No, just before the second goal went in, to be honest. But these beautiful, fast, low crosses of Silkeborg are really good. Because that is the hardest way to find the player that you're aiming for, is that. And Silkeborg do it really well, I have to say. 36 minutes in now. 2-1 to West Ham. Good game. Both teams look threatening, to be honest. If Silkeborg get their passing right, they stand a really good chance. And to be honest, it should be 2-2 because, Silkeborg's second goal shouldn't have been ruled out. Beautiful pass by Paqueta there to Palmieri. Emerson with a shot, saved by the goalkeeper out for a corner. So it's a corner to West Ham. Corner comes in. It's Dawson. 3-1. Big header by Dawson. It's a good corner, to be honest. You don't see that very often. So it's 3-1 to West Ham now. Big up to Yusuf Talhala, saying Venabachi Turkey. Love, love, love. Thank you for joining in, mate. Appreciate it. Let's just go through any other score updates. I don't believe there is. I think mainly the goals are in my game, which is very rare that I actually choose the game with the most goals. But big up to Yusuf Talha. Thank you for tuning in. I will try and keep you up to date with all the goals as they go in. At least every 5 minutes I'll check the goals. As an Arsenal fan, I'm obviously keeping an eye on Bodo Glimt and FC Zurich. But I'll keep up to date with all the goals as quick as I can. Here comes Declan. Looked in. So the thing with the 3G pass, you can do some awesome, short, low passes that look amazing. So not everyone should moan about a 3G pitch because there is a bonus to it. It's just like playing bowls. Sometimes the ball will just not stop. So foul there. No, playing on the ref. Okay, foul to me. So Silkeborg with the attack here. Oh, now the ref's got put it. To be fair, right, this I don't agree with. The ref has stopped play because Paqueta's down. But Paqueta's not down for a head injury. He's down because he's hurt his ankle. Play on until it goes out of play. No, not for me. It's a bit mental, I have to say. We've got a nice glass of beer in the audience. Love that. We're just coming up to the 42nd minute. It's going to be a couple of minutes of injury time now because of this. I hope they give it back to Silkeborg here. And to be honest, they should be allowed to carry on attacking. There we go. Yeah, Silkeborg were on the attack and the ref just stopped it. I just think that's mad. Different if it's a head injury, that's absolutely fine. You stop it immediately. But not for an ankle injury. I'm guessing with the amount of booze, he seems fine. West Ham, when they need to defend, they're defending a lot better than they were in the first 20 odd minutes, that's for certain. Oh, it was nearly a very good attack there by West Ham. Here comes Silkeborg though. Kusk. Kusk has been very, very important for Silkeborg tonight, I have to say. He's looked very impressive. Kusk with the cross. Just goes out for a goal kick. Goal kick's taken, tries to find Paqueta. Kind of did. It's the ball's with Paqueta now. Skamaka. Out to Safal. Cornet. To Declan. Back to Cornet. To Dawson. West Ham, considering they've moaned a bit about this pitch, to be honest, they're playing with the ball is really good. Safal with the cross there. Paqueta wasn't a great header. Don't think he got enough on it, to be honest with him. But it's quite crazy to see how far up Paqueta's actually playing, to be honest. West Ham's passing it around now. We're in 1 minute of added injury time. I will be having a quick break when it's half time, and I'll update everybody with the scores when I get back. Oh, bad pass there by Dawson. Goes out for a throw into Silkeborg. It was an unnecessary error there, to be honest. No pressure on him. He'll probably brain the pitch. But honestly, the passing has been sublime, to be honest. Skamaka finds Paqueta. This could be a big clash here. Oh no. Well defended by Silkeborg there. To be honest, they're doing really well. I'm very impressed with how both teams are playing. Obviously, it's home for Silkeborg, so they're used to it. And that is half time. So I'm going to have a quick break, people. And I will be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. We got some Moss. Hope you're doing well, Moss. Right, let's get into half-time scores. Let's share it with you now. So we've got Bodo Glimt 0, FC Zurich 0, Dynamo Kiev 0, AEK Larnaca 1. Let's see who scored the goal. Oh, it's that one. Giroud's, something like that. It's Ren 0, Venabachi 0, Real Betis 2, Ludogorets 1, Luis Enrique and Jacquin with the goals for Betis, and Despodov for Ludogorets. It's 0-0 for Roma versus HJK Helsinki, who are down to 10 men. Surprised that's still 0-0. Union Saint-Gilloise is 1-1. Christian Burgess with the goal for Union Saint-Gilloise. Cisse with the goal for Malmo. It's Braga 0, Union Berlin 0. Let's just go down the screen. It's Basak Sahir 0, Fiorentina 0. RFS, which I think is Riga, are losing 1-0 to Hearts. It is Shankland with the goal for Hearts. Steaua Bucharest 0, Anderlecht 0. Obviously, I'm doing a Silkeborg game. It's Silkeborg 1, West Ham 3. Kusk with the goal for Silkeborg. Lanzini, Skamaka, Dawson for West Ham. Hapoel Beersheva is 0, Villarreal 1. It is Jose Luis Morales with a goal for Villarreal. Lech Poznan 1, Austria Vienna 1. It's Ishak with the goal for Lech Poznan, and Blaunoda for Austria Vienna. FC Köln are winning 2-0 against Slovako. That's Adamyan and Dietz with the goals for FC Köln, and it's Partizan 0, Nice 1. I'm interested in the lineups of Nice, actually, I have to be honest. So Pepe's playing, who looks like he's having a decent game. Joe Bryan, Thuram, Kasper Schmeichel's in goal. Decent, to be honest. So yeah, it's yep, busy day for you, mate. And you've got the Friday Night Football as well for NFL. You've got that as well. Sweet shirt, yeah. It is a nice shirt. Yeah, I knew you wouldn't like the Hearts game. Who scored for the Hammers? So it's Skamaka, Lanzini with a penalty, and Dawson with his shoulder for the third. But Silkeborg did have a goal that was wrongly disallowed, to be honest, which would have made it 2-2 at the time. So it would have been a slightly different game. But yeah. So currently, I've got quite a good game, which is unusual for me. I normally pick not great games, but this one, I picked all right. So we just wait for the second half now. Yeah, just waiting for the second half now, people. Let's hope that it's as good as the first half. See if there's any breaking news. Don't think there is. Obviously, I think the biggest talking point from football games today is Lazio losing 5-1 away to Midtjylland. Obviously, that's a bit of a shock. And Serie A is, decent quality, so to lose 5-1 away to Midtjylland is quite shocking, to be honest. I have to say. To be honest, I actually might look into that game now, whilst I've got a chance, because I am intrigued why it was 5-1, because that is a bit of a crazy scoreline. I know Feyenoord beat Sturm Graz 6-0, but that kind of is what you expect. Okay, so Midtjylland won 5-1, and they're giving Lossell less than 6 for his performance. So for Lazio, they had Pedro, Immobile, Anderson, Facino, Luis Alberto, Cataldi. That's not an awful team, is it? I was expecting maybe they went for a weak team or something. Cataldi obviously had a very bad game, according to this. Who came on? Marucic, Marcus Antonio, Nikovic, Savic, who obviously scored the goal. But still, that is a bit of a shocker, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. I don't think you can go away from that and go, oh, I did all right. Because they really didn't. It's a strong outfit from Lazio, so obviously didn't see the game, so I can't comment on it. Let's have a look at the stats. Okay, all right, these are the stats. So 35% possession for Midtjylland, 65 for Lazio, 13 shots for Lazio, 15 for Midtjylland, only 2 on target for Lazio, 7 on target for Midtjylland. So was it just a really bad game for Lazio? They had nearly double the amount of passes Lazio did. That is really bad, isn't it? Accurate passes, 89%. See, it wasn't like they were having bad passing. What the heck happened? Was it just one of those games where things just weren't going according to plan? 4 block shots, 7 off target for each team. It's just a very bad at the office, I'm guessing, for Lazio. I think that's the best way you could probably take that one. The players are just coming back out here. So I will try and keep you up to date for all the scores throughout the second half as well. And we'll go from there. Soccer Ball team are out. So Clifton's coming on. He's coming on for Engel for Silkeborg. So they're making a change, but according to what I've heard, he's literally just a replacement for the left back. There is no formation change, it's just a different left back. West Ham are still in the tunnel. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one now. So I will take the half time off because they will be kicking off very shortly. But West Ham are literally taking their time, which is not very helpful for me when I'm trying to do the do the updates when I can, and finished the stream when I can as well. It's always good. So Silkeborg going to kick off the second half, going from right to left. It's a decent little stadium, you know. It looks very much like the community stadium for Brentford. Small, compact, you know. It's a decent sound in there from the fans. So Silkeborg have kicked off now. So the second half is underway. I will update when I can on the other games. I don't know if Silkeborg is just going to try and hold it at 3-1 and hope that's enough. It's a good possibility, to be honest. And West Ham will probably make changes in the second half and just kind of chill, to be honest. Yeah. Pretty sure they've got a game at the weekend. Declan Rice finding the foul on the right. Honestly, you wouldn't even tell there's much of a difference between the 3G and a real proper pitch here at all. Looks like West Ham are going to carry on trying here. Don't think they're giving up, that's for certain. Lots of rain in Norway. Yeah. Pretty much the way in September, isn't it, for the Scandinavian teams? Plenty of rain. That's why it's probably one of the most beautiful areas. One of the most beautiful areas in Europe, Scandinavia. 48 minutes in. I'm going to check every 5 minutes on the scores in the other games. I think that'll probably be a better option instead of randomly doing it. I'll just check every 5 minutes. See if there's any new scores. Here comes Hellenius. Trying to find Hellenius, but Dawson well defended that. Let's say the first half, well, the second half now, the pitch is looking like it's affecting the play now. I think with the rain mixed with 3G, it's having an effect on the playing style now. So passing is going a bit slightly array. So we're just passing around at the back. Their passing is pretty immaculate, to be honest, as well. Good evening there all. Hope you're doing well. I know you're going to be happy, Bonnie, tonight with your United winning. I hope you're doing well there. Hands for foul. The quality is not so great, I have to say. The 51 minutes. After 51 minutes, which actually does mean it's time to actually check up on the scores. Still 0-0 in Bodeglimt. Zurich. Roma have taken a 2-goal lead against HJK Helsinki, taking advantage of them being down to 10 men. Other than that, there's been 2 goals. Oh, it's now Köln 2, Slovako 2. Pretty sure Köln 2-0 up at half time. And it's still 1-0 to Nice. So there's been a few goals. We'll talk about those up the. All United fans are just so happy, aren't you? So happy about Ronaldo scoring. But I'm glad you're happy that United have won. It was against FC Sheriff, just saying. But to be honest, that's what you kind of need to do against those teams. You just need to get the win. I don't know what the performance was like. I didn't have a chance to watch it. But, it's great for United. I think, isn't that your last game now until October? For United. Oh, yeah. But now, Super Bowl just passing it around, but seriously, not doing much. Not doing much at all. I've just seen your message go. Bodeglimt have scored. They have scored, have they? Let's have a look. Yes, they have. They have scored. 1-0 to Bodeglimt. Obviously, our biggest threat in that, that group is PSV, who we are yet to play. Our rescheduled fixture is now the 20th of October. Man City have been very kind and let us postpone the game on the 19th. So, yeah, we'll have to wait until the 20th of October to see what we're like against PSV. But yeah, so interesting. You know what? Those two I'm not too worried about so much. It's PSV for me. They're the big threat. Bodeglimt and FC Zurich. I'm not too worried about them. We shouldn't be worried as Arsenal fans if we're all adamant that Arsenal are back, then we shouldn't be worrying about those. PSV is the team that I would have a little bit of fear about, but again, we should beat them quite easily. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But this game's quality is drastically reduced in the second half. It's turned more into a Bobby game of not much quality, not much excitement. Sheriff caused Madrid issues. Yep, I'm quite happy with that. He didn't deserve to be in the squad. There's others that are in the squad that shouldn't be there, but White shouldn't have been in there either, to be honest. He's not had a great start of the season. I know a lot of people going, yes, he's been brilliant, but he hasn't. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I think we've been harsh on some other players that maybe should have made it. I'm one of those that prefers form over a name. I would happily change the international squad lineup on form. I don't agree with Maguire's got over him, but Maguire brings something to the English FA, sadly, which is social media. That shouldn't have any effect, but it does, and it's annoying. But there's definitely better centre backs than Ben White and Maguire so far this season. But it is what it is. And to be fair, we've chosen like 14 defenders. You know, we could have maybe dropped Maguire and put Sanchez in. You know, as Moss saying here, Maguire Shaw highly questionable. It's more than questionable, mate. It's ridiculous. You know, Shaw's not done anything. Maguire's not done anything. They don't deserve to be there. Bodo Glimpton now 2-0 up according to Moss. Nice three goalkeepers, all better than Everton's. Okay, the only reason Pickford's not there is because he's got an injury. I will not agree with Pickford not being picked. Pickford has been very good this season. He was very good at the end of last season as well. So I don't agree with that. Pickford shouldn't be picked if he was fit. He will be picked. He is number one. It's going to be tricky who to drop out of those three for Pickford, but we shall see. As Moss saying there, Bodo Glimt at 2-0 up. Colm having a brainwave. I think we should do a show about it, mate. Both create our squads. Definitely. We should definitely do like what we would pick for World Cup. Definitely. No doubt about that. That would be a great show. I remember doing one of my first watch-alongs was a watch-along, funny enough, was an England-Switzerland friendly, I think. And me and Tariq that were doing the watch-along literally didn't even comment on the game. We were just talking about who should be in the England lineups. So yeah, that'd be a great show personally for me, Colin. I'd definitely be up for that. Norway Power, Canada. Going to give a cap to an 18. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, well, to be fair, we've got four good solid goalkeepers, so one's going to have to drop. But Pickford, for me, is one that should be picked at the moment from his performances. He definitely needs to be picked. And across the pond and back show maybe needs to come pick. It definitely does. Yeah, it's just finding the time, isn't it, Ross? It's so hard at the moment to find time, and obviously with the time zones, it's really tricky. So yeah, we'll have to do it at some point. I don't know when though, mate. I'll be perfectly honest. It's so tricky at the moment. Colm saying Ramsdale will be number one next year. Colm, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm a very honest Arsenal fan. Ramsdale hasn't been great. He's made a couple of errors. Hendo's been good. Pope's been good. Pickford's been good. If I was to pick my goalkeepers, my 3 goalkeepers right now, Ramsdale would be dropped. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if he will be. He needs to rule out these errors that he keeps making. He makes silly little errors. They're only silly little errors. They're not like big ones. It's not something that you should be like concerned about full time. He just makes silly judgment errors. We rule those out, we'll be fine. And if we have Pope right now, if I was to pick the World Cup squad and everyone's fit, it's definitely Pickford, Pope, and Hendo. Right now, right at this point, that would please Moss. Well, I don't know if it would please Moss actually, because he's a big Norway fan. But yeah, but then would Odegaard get into the team? I don't know if he would. I really don't. I don't know if he would get in the team. So it looks like West Ham are making some substitutions soon. I hope this game changes soon. To be honest, it's got so dull. We're 60 minutes in. 60 minutes in. I better check the scores. So yeah, as Mosh is saying, it's 2-0 to Bodo Glimt. Still 1-0 to AK Larnaca. Ren. Okay, so I was going to go through the changes. Oh, 6 changes. Are you kidding me? So Hellenius is one of them coming off. Adamson is coming on. It is someone else coming off. Kusk is coming off. It was very good first half, to be honest. Jorgensen is coming on for Kusk. And then Klinger is coming off. And Kayland is coming on. Now Declan Rice is coming off for West Ham. With Souček coming on. Bowen and Benrahma's coming on. And I think it's Skamaka and Paqueta is coming off. So yeah, they're all the so I told you wouldn't be very happy with that comment. I did say he would be happy. Okay, let's get back into the score update. So Bodo Glimt 2, Zurich 0, Dynamo Kiev 0, Larnaca 1, Stade Rennes 2, Fenerbahce 0, Real Betis 3, Ludogorets 1, Roma 2, HJK Helsinki 0, St. Louis 1, Malmo 2, still 0-0 in Braga versus Berlin. Başakşehir, or however you say that name. The Turkish side are 1-0 up against Fiorentina. Hearts are still 1 up against Rigas. Steaua Bucharest is still 0-0 with Anderlecht. Villarreal still 1 up against Hapoel. Lech Poznan 2-1 up against Austria Vienna. Köln are 3-2 up against Slovakia. Partizan 1, Nice 1. So yeah, that's all the okay. Colm, we definitely need to do a show because your formation there, Colm, you are going to upset Moss there because he's Hibs. I don't see he's just said it. Okay, so your formation there is what? If you're playing Sancho, Odegaard, Rice, and Foden, who are you not playing? And what formation are you playing? I am very intrigued by your formation here, Colm, because I'm trying to work out who you've dropped. To have Sancho, Odegaard, Rice, and Foden. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, mate. I'll be intrigued by your formation. West Ham on attack there. Honestly, this game has got so poor in the second half. 4-1-3-2. Okay, okay. So who are your two up front? Who are your two up front? Because you're obviously having me and you definitely got to do a show on this. I think me and you are going to fall out of this quite a lot, to be honest. Because I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. 4-1-3-2. I'm trying to work out who you got up front. Who have you got up front if you're playing that formation? English have Bellingham, Colm. No worries, exactly. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that kind of works. Kane and Tony. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Teddy Sheringham, Andy Cole kind of link up. I'm guessing Moss is disagreeing with you here. You know how anti-Tottenham he is. But here comes Silkeborg. I've got a typical Bobby second half here. I obviously had all my luck in the first half because the second half has been so poor. 66 minutes gone. Yeah, so me and Colin would definitely have to do an England. We'll have to get quite a few people on because I reckon we could probably do it with quite a few. Ooh. Be interesting. Because I think the great thing about football, and it is the great thing, we all have different views on football, and that if we all had the same views, we'd have pretty much nothing to talk about. But because but here comes West Ham, because we've all got differing views, it's why we can have a good. Skamaka was on, and he scored a very good second goal for West Ham. It was all right, to be honest. His work rate is very impressive, I have to say. I I watched him a lot before he signed for West Ham, and my only problem with Skamaka was his finishing. But his finish tonight, wow! I'm surprised he didn't break the net. To be honest, it was that hard. It was so powerful. Goalkeeper stood zero chance. Moss saying here, Tony, Sterling, and Saka, Foden maybe, but Rice, Bellingham, and Phillips or Mount a nice midfield. I don't think that works, mate. To be honest, Tony, Sterling, Saka, Foden. I do like Bellingham. Not 100% convinced of Mount at the moment, I have to admit. See, it's the thing with me, and I'll always stick with this, is I will only pick players that are on good form and had a very, decent, not like a little purple patch where they're just having like 3 good games, but they've been, pretty impressive for quite a while and still are at the time. And I don't think Mount has been. I think Foden's definitely there, but I'm not convinced by Mount at all. Sancho, yes, I do like Sancho quite a lot. Grealish. The problem with him going to Man City is Pep doesn't have a first 11. Pep loves to just rotate and, to be honest, keep people guessing what his starting lineup's going to be. To be honest, I think that's pretty much what it is as well. So you can't plan against them. But here comes Benrahma. It's still Benrahma. Shot blocked. Lanzini blocked by Silkborg. Bellingham should start. Yeah. Him for me right now, there is no better midfielder for England right now than Bellingham. You know, was I totally shocked that Dortmund signed him? Not really. It's what Dortmund like to do. They find very good gems. And I'd say 95% of the time they are beautiful gems and they play it amazing for whoever they've signed for. And Bellingham for me is the best midfielder in England at the moment, or for England, I should say. Oh no, Chilwell. No. Honestly, I don't know what people are seeing because I've seen Chilwell and he looks awful. Tomorrow, yes, like tomorrow, Cody, Dyer. Ben needs to improve drastically for me. Kilman definitely gives it. You know, if he continues this form, there is no reason why Kilman can't make it. But this is Southgate. This is not a normal manager. This is someone that has his favourites and kind of can't stand that, to be honest. It's an honour to get a cap from England. And as an English player playing for whatever club you're playing for, you should feel like you've got a chance. But if you know that you've got an England squad that's going to have, I don't know, let's say 10 to 12 starters that are guaranteed, why are you going to bother? You're not going to bother, are you? Shot there from Jorgensen, just over. Alexander-Arnold is no superstar. If he was a superstar, he could defend. He's a good attacking right wing back, but he can't defend. I will always choose Reece James over him. Until proven otherwise, Reece James has won that argument because Trent Alexander-Arnold cannot defend. Now, obviously, this is me being a right back in my football time. If I couldn't defend, I wouldn't be a right back. Simple as that. Maybe that's an option. You know, he's not a bad player, but he just can't defend. You know, he's got a lot of attacking talent. But if you can't defend, don't have him as right back. It's as simple as that for me. But here comes Safal. Pitching cross. Weirdly, Bowen was trying to win the head there. Good luck with that one. We're tiny. But this second half is awful. All right, there's 73 minutes gone. Let's see if there's any updates. Fenerbahce have got a goal back against Rennes. Roma have gone 3-0 up. Betis are now 3-1 up. Saint Louis have turned it around. They are 3-2 up against Malmo. Let's have a look. Any more games? Basaksehir Zahir are now 2-0 up against Fiorentina. Villarreal are 2-1 up against Hapoel. Lech Poznan is now 3-1 against Austria Vienna. Köln are now 4-2 up against Slovako. So yeah, it's a corner for West Ham. 74 minutes gone. But here comes Silkeborg, and if they do this right, West Ham are very short at the back here. Don't waste it. It's a goal. It is now Silkeborg 2, West Ham 1. It was a West Ham mistake. Owen loses it. Lanzini lunges in. Doesn't win the tackle. Addison went for the shot. Don't know who scored. Is it Ford Larson? Trying to see this goal scorer is Tankstedt. Okay, Tankstedt. 76th minute. Well, yeah, depending on how it all pans out, because obviously we don't know who's going to draw with who, but yeah, it should be an Arsenal United final. Obviously, Carl, this is Conference League, so we wouldn't even be facing these at all. But Silkeborg don't look that bad. But you know what? This was the bit that shocked me last year. The Conference League wasn't that bad. The Conference League surprised me with how much quality they had in it. And Europa's not too bad either, to be honest. That was a well competed competition last season as well. But yeah, be an interesting Arsenal United final if that was the case. Me and you wouldn't speak for a good week. But yeah, it would be really interesting because we all know that if you win the Europa, you then get Champions League. Now, let's just say we both finish 5th and 6th. So none of us got Champions League. And then Champions League is down to that one game. Yeah, I know. Yeah. West Ham, a lot of people were talking up West Ham. But they did not sign as many players as they wanted to in the summer. We all know this. They were trying to sign this player, that player. We've got a couple of injuries, long-term ones as well. They did not sign enough in depth. And this is where they struggled last season. They were struggling with their depth. You know, Jared Bowen is playing up front. He's not even a striker. Here's Cornet. This could be a nervy last 12 minutes, I have to say. But to be fair, West Ham's one of West Ham's goals was down to a Silkeborg error. So now West Ham have had an error, and Silkeborg have scored from that chance. So it's only fair, I suppose. You both have an error to lead to a goal. They're not an awful team, I have to admit. I know of Silkeborg, but they're not an awful team. Really not. Pretty decent, to be fair. Their passing can be immaculate. I think, to be honest, if this finished 3-3, it wouldn't be much of a shock to me from the game that I've seen. Because Silkeborg are not poor. West Ham haven't been great. They've been all right, but they definitely haven't been great. And if I hear any moaning about this pitch, they can really shut up about it, because honestly, their passing in the first half was brilliant. It's just the second half has just been poor. You know, it's nothing to do with the pitch for me. The fact that it's actually football means you should be able to pass around on the. Oh, hello. Oh, what a save by Areola. Great play by Adamson there for Silkeborg. They've got a nervy time here, West Ham, you know. Yeah, Helsinki got a red very early on, I think about 15 minutes in. He was the last man. Addison there with a great control, great shot as well. Good save by Areola. But West Ham need to wake up, I have to say. Here comes Cornet. This is not the way you play football on 3G. You do not do the high ball. Here comes West Ham. Cornet. Offside. We're on at 82 minutes now. Silkeborg 2. West Ham 3. Yeah, he's definitely offside. Easily. Here comes Silkeborg now. Just going out for a throw-in. In the worst place to have a throw-in, right by the corner flag. It's the worst place for me to have a throw-in. There's not much you can do. Unless you're Stoke. Or Burnley. Unless you've got one of those players that can just absolutely hurl that ball in. Absolutely pointless. Hang on, have they got a player with a long throw here? I think they have actually. Number 8. Oh, the less said about that idea, the better. What on earth was that? I meant to flick it on, not try and go for goal. Madman. Literally got a full head on. Absolutely waste of time there. It's been another change, is there? Yeah, Cornet's coming off for West Ham when the ball goes out next. Here comes Silkeborg. They're going to complain about their footwear or something, aren't they? Just know it. But seriously, there are boots with other studs, just saying, that are perfectly suited for 3G pitches. I don't want to hear any complaints about the pitch here. I think it looks very nice. Their passing was brilliant in the first half, both teams. And their feet were flying as well. They just do not moan about something that I think will be harsh. Silkeborg have just been quite a good team, to be honest. Better than I was expecting. Silkeborg just passing it around at the moment, not really finding any openings, and I think West Ham are kind of shut up shop. I know Cornet's coming off. I don't know who he's coming off for. Ball has gone out. They're making a substitution now, so Cornet is going to come off. Fornals is coming on. Okay, not exactly a defensive substitution there. But it is what it is, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is what it is. It is what it is. On the 86th minute now, let's just quickly go into any scores. It's Bodeglimt 2, Zurich 1. Betis 3-2 up against Ludogorets. Rennes are 2-1 up against Fenerbahce, but they've just had a red card. Literally just flashed up on my screen. AEK Larnaca are still 1 up against Dynamo Kiev. Roma are 3-0 up against Helsinki. St. Louis are still 3-2 up against Malmo. Braga are 1-0 up against Union Berlin. Who else we've got? Basaksehir here are 2-0 up against Fiorentina. Hearts are 1-0 up against Rigas. It's still 0-0 between Bucharest and Anderlecht. Villarreal are 2-1 up still against Hapoel. Lech Poznan are 3-1 up against Austrian Vienna. Köln are still 4-2 up against Slovako, and Partizan and Nice are still 1 apiece. Here comes Silkeborg, just trying to build an attack here. Lifting cross. Deep cross, but it goes out for a throw-in for Silkeborg. It's 2.5 minutes of normal time to play. Don't know how much injury time there will be. I don't know if there'll be much, to be honest. I think West Ham are okay. You know, Silkeborg were lucky with the second goal, but they are struggling to break him down now, or getting behind him, or getting at him. So as long as West Ham don't make any silly errors now, they should be okay. It's a yellow card for Cresswell there for time wasting. So there's definitely a minute of injury time now. That's for certain. Oh, yeah, referee's playing on there because that was definitely handball by Kira. But here comes Silkeborg here. Whoa. Tankstedt was so nearly in there for Silkeborg. To be fair, you know, they're Adamson and Tankstedt. You know, if there's any scouts here tonight, Addison and Tankstedt definitely need to be lost because they are very good. Helenius, to be fair to him, they weren't playing to his strengths, but Tankstedt and Kusk was good first half, but Adamson, who came on for Helenius, has been really good. Been really impressive with him. And to be honest, if 4 minutes of injury time, don't know where they found that. And to be fair, if their control is this good on 3G pitches, then their football ability tends to be really good. You do have to be a certain type of player to be able to play on the 3G for me. Oh, I think Sifal will have to get a yellow card for that, because that was a hard push there. And if the West Ham got penalty for the first half instant, which was a gentle push by the defender from Silkeborg, Sifal is going to have to get a yellow card for that, because that was a hard push. To be honest, I think Silkeborg could definitely hold their heads up high. I think they've done a very good performance. They've got some good quality. Slightly hard done by, to be fair, because the penalty shouldn't have been a penalty. They had a goal ruled out. So technically, it could be 3-2 to Silkeborg quite easily. But here comes... well, so that was Emerson and Fornals and Lanzini all linking up there. Nearly a decent attack there, but that would have definitely finished this game off. There's 2.5 minutes left of actual time now. And whatever the ref decides to add on at the end of that, but probably won't be much. But Tangstedt, I think when they've got the ball, they just really can't afford to lose it. Now they've got the ability to find these little niche passes where their control is sublime, and I'm not even joking. Their passing is sublime at some times. I think Tangstedt's coming off, actually. Oh no, Lanzini's coming off. Connor Coventry's coming on. Looks more like a rugby player. It looks like a fly half and rugby. He's well built. Oh, great. Oh, honestly, they see these passes and they're just slightly out with some of them. They're just slightly out every time. But their control sometimes is sublime. On a 3G pitch, that is not easy. Never liked playing on them. And it was always because my legs were grated like a cheese grater, but I have to say that area of the goal kick. They're literally going to play whatever the ref wants to play now. Silkeborg have just kicked it up there high, hoping to find one of their players. They didn't. They've still got the ball. The ref is still allowing time to carry on. But surely it's going to be one clearance by West Ham and that'll be it over. Here we go. So yeah, game is now over. So what we'll now go through is all the 4 times before I end the stream. Right, so let's get into this. Right, so let's start with Europa. So we're going to share the screen so you can all see it, not just me. Okay. So as you can see there, Arsenal PSV postponed, Bodo Glimt 2, Zurich 1, Dynamo Kiev, jeez, no, that's hard. Dynamo Kiev 0, Larnaca 1, Stade Rennes 2, Fenerbahce 1, they're still playing there right now. Real Betis 3, Ludogorets 2, Roma 3, Helsinki 0, St. Louise 3, Malmo 2, Sporting Braga 1, Union Berlin 0. Games from earlier, FC Sheriff 0, Manchester United 2, Real Sociedad 2, Nicosia 1, Midtjylland 5, Lazio 1, Feyenoord 6, Sturm Graz 0, Olympiacos 0, Freiburg 3, Karabag 3, Nantes 0, Monaco 0, Ferencvárosi, can never say their names, 1, Trabzonspor 2, Sevilla, no idea, 1. Then we're going to the Europa Conference League. Başakşehir 3, Fiorentina 0, Riga 0, Hearts 2, Steaua Bucharest 0, Anderlecht 0, Silkeborg 2, West Ham 3. Wasn't as clear as score says there, just so you know. Hapoel 1, Villarreal 2, Lech Poznan 4, Austria Vienna 1, FC Köln 4, FC Slovako 2, Partizan 1, Nice 1, AZ Alkmaar 4, Vaduz 1, Limassol 1, Dnipro 3, Jargens 3, Molde 2, Kent 3, Shamrock Rovers 0, Cluj 0, Sivasspor 1, Slavia Prague 3, Balkani 2, Zalgiris 0, Basel 1, Punic Yerevan 2, Slovan Bratislava 0. So yes, that is all the scores from tonight. Munzie saying they hung on there. It was very. It wasn't as easy as the scoreline says. It was. For me, West Ham were quite lucky, to be honest. Good evening to Rich from Eagle Eye Football. Hope you're doing well. The Manchester Cutioner, big up to you. And CM, hope you're doing well, young man. But for now, and also Crowley Sports, big up to Roland. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe to everyone that's got channels. You can find all the links in the chat. Let you know what's happening on FTSN. We have got an NFL show coming out in a couple of hours. LA Chargers are at the Chiefs. Tomorrow I'm doing Arsenal women versus Brighton women. Saturday I'm doing Tottenham versus Leicester. And then on Sunday, Moss, and probably me as well, due to the fact I actually enjoy it, the Red Zone. We'll be doing the Red Zone on Sunday night. But big up to everyone that's here. But for now, I am definitely out of here. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.